Hello everyone, it's Crystal Putta from Prayerful Arts. Back working on my turkey egg. I do have it down to the complete white. You can kind of see the speckle of the natural shell underneath, so everything that's waxed will be that natural color. This was the pattern I was using as my inspiration. So this area right here, this kind of golden brown color, that's what will be the color here. Now I am going to go with something slightly different in the center. So let me talk about that. I showed this last time, but I got this book from, let's see if I can back up a little bit. Okay, I got, well, quite a glare there. Let's see if we can get rid of that too. Okay, I got this book from Ukrainian Accessories. This is the beautiful lady that made all the Pysanky in this book. It's, I want to say Zoya Stashuk. I probably totally mispronounced that, but my apologies. Anyway, in English it says something about stars, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something on stars. So the book is really they're kind of like cards, and then it has some on the instruction on the back, but has all these beautiful pictures. So I flipped through these. There's a number of pages, and they're all loose. So the one I've decided to go with as my inspiration is, let's see if we can get back here, is this star kind of right here. So let's talk about how I would draw that into these centers here. So what I am doing first is I am drawing a line from each point of the cross. Let me see if I can fix this lighting. You can see it a little better. You can see, I don't like to draw too dark. You can kind of see it. Okay. And then I'm going to draw here, and I'll do that in all of these here. So I'm going to start by doing that, and then I will also do the same thing up here. Okay, so I will be doing the same thing in all of these. I'm just going to focus on this one. The next thing I'm going to do is draw these diagonals. I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing. It really will get me very close to what I want. It will be wonderful. Let me get my picture out here. So again, this is the one I'm using as my inspiration. Now this is on a chicken egg, so I'm not going to be able to get all of this detail in there. So it'll be somewhat modified, but I liked this because it was kind of, it would fit well where this area was longer than this area. And on this egg, you can see, I need a pattern that's going to go here, but also this that's a little more, almost square shape, where this is more long rectangular there and there. So I wanted something that would work for both, and I think that will be very nice. So I have that. That's kind of distracting, isn't it? Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is draw an 8-pointed star. So I'm going to draw, I guess I'm going to have to draw it a little darker so you can see it. So I drew that 8-pointed star. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is draw a bigger star around this one. And for this, I'm going to have the points almost touch this area. And as a reminder, this is the pencil line, so this is a guideline. It will only matter when I go to put the wax on the egg. So if I've drawn something and I think, it's kind of off a little bit, I can fix that. And I may change my mind when I go to put the wax on, and I may decide that I do want them to touch, and now I'm drawing these and they're touching. Now I wanted it to be about the same distance, but you can see like this one, I'll fix that when I wax it. Now the next thing that this had that I'm going to include is this area right here. I'm going to, so I already have my line there. So now I'm just going to draw some little lines like this. And I do not put them there. I skip that one. I do this. I skip that one. I do this. I skip that one. I do this. Now on here, they have some other elements on it that I am just not going to be able to fit on here because it's a smaller space, and I'm perfectly okay with that. The other thing I am going to draw are these little things. Because I am going to still do what I have in here, where I have this little line and then I have these two things. I am still planning to do that on the turkey egg. So let me rearrange a few things and I will show you how I'm going to do the wax on this one. And then what I do on this one is going to be the same thing that I do on all the others. The difference will be on these longer ones, it's going to look a little bit different because it's not a square shape. It's a little more elongated. So the design will be similar, but just a little bit different in scale. Maybe that's the right word. I'm just trying to find the right word. So again, and you know what? It looks like maybe I will have those touch. I think I'm kind of liking that look. I usually don't like the white next to the natural color because they kind of blend in, but since this area will be completely filled in, I think it will work. And then we'll do this. There's not a lot of room here, so we'll squeeze in what we can. Okay. So let me rearrange a few things and then I'll be back and we'll wax a couple of these so you can see what they look like. I'm just putting the white lines on this, and then I am going to consider my color scheme. So the next video, when I come back, I'll have all the white areas waxed and possibly in the first die to show you how I'm going to do that. All right, hang on a second. Okay, so I'm back. I am going to be using my Luba's Electric with the super extra fine tip, and you see it's got like a little bitty point on it. So this makes a very thin line, which will work well with this design. So I'm putting wax in. I already cleaned it out. There was a great big hunk of dust globby thing in it. All right. So get my reference here again, right there. So what I am going to do first is draw the line that goes up here and over there. So we're going to go. Okay, that's going to be camera shy. Okay, let's try this again. Where'd it go? Right there. Okay, so oh, here's the one they drew. I guess I drew two. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, there. Now the wax is going on. Yeah, okay, good. You can see it in the video. And so up to the top. This is going to look a little different from what was on the picture because a couple of things. I don't have the same amount of space, and I'm not directly copying it. I am using it as inspiration. So I have this little X there. Now I'm going to draw the points of the first star, the smaller star. And now I will draw the larger star around it. Okay, I changed my mind again. They are not going to touch. Now that I'm drawing these, I just have made that decision. Some of these decisions, once you make them on your egg, you want to make them all the same. So, not touching. Not touching the sides. Close, close, but not all the way. Okay, I'm going to be particular again. When you're using these extra fines, you do want to make sure that you got, wax on there. This is a thin line, and where it's kind of light, it could come off, or it could dye could get under it. When they're this thin, that could happen. All right, so I've drawn the two stars. And now I am going to draw these things. Now I want to do the same number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I might just get 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. 1, 2, 3. And then here I'm going to try to do 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. So I will repeat that in all of the other diamonds. The first thing I'm going to do is draw it in all of them, and then I'll come back and I'll wax it all. But I wanted you to see waxing that. The other thing I will wax, but I will probably use a slightly heavier kistka, is the items I'm going to put in here, which will be basically two lines here, and then this here. But I will do that with probably, this is the super fine, I would probably do that with just the extra fine. All right, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'm having so much fun with this turkey egg, and I can't wait to see how it turns out.